Hello, mixtresses and mixters. This is Mixtress Ray. You're watching Mixtress Video. Let's see if I can get this straightish. Yes. So, I'm going to compare for you guys today. I haven't seen that this has been done. It's possible that someone else has done it. But I'm just going to compare. I just got in the mail today. This is like a knockoff Modern Witch deck that I ordered from China. It took 2.5 months to get to me. It cost $11, including shipping. I wanted to let you guys know that, like, I don't support what I did, which is ordering a knockoff deck. However, I wanted you guys to see that, as you can see in the background here, this altar cloth came with the special edition, limited edition Modern Witch, which this is what this is. And I'm just going to show you receipts because I want you guys to know that I supported the artist. Where's my, there we go. Here's proof. Here's my receipts. I have number 171 of 1111 of the limited edition. So, and I also bought, actually have another of these decks. It's the one that you've seen in my videos that is trimmed. So I have bought this deck twice, supporting the artist, but I did get this knockoff deck because I wanted to see, because I'm a riffle shuffler, and I really can't shuffle Modern Witch Tarot. It's too thick and too stiff to shuffle the way that I like to shuffle, and this is one of my very, very favorite decks. So I exclusively ordered this knockoff deck because I wanted to see if I could shuffle it. So this is what it, as you can see, it is. This is the special limited edition came with the Temperance card on the right side of the box, whereas I think most of the Modern Witch boxes are going to have the Hermit on both sides. In fact, I have the other box here, don't I? I do. Might as well, like, be thorough, right? Let's see if I can get it out. It's, like, stuck up against behind my... Okay, so this is, like, the box that most people would have if you didn't get the limited edition. It is slightly different. This one I ordered from like Books A Million website or something. It's just slightly different. Okay. So that's a comparison of the box. I'm being thorough. Look guys, I'm being thorough. Look at me. I'm a professional. Such a professional. I'm not gonna like dwell on this. I'm just doing it because it's all here. Okay. And of course the inside of the real official box has a really cool pattern inside of it. You can see it kinda. And at first I was thinking that I might like give away one of my other decks because I don't need 3 copies of the same deck. But I don't know. Right now I'm thinking I'm probably going to keep it because this is so different. Sorry guys, I just got off work and then I had to go to the dentist. So I'm like a little scattered and I haven't eaten lunch yet, but with the procedure that I just had done, I kind of want to wait to eat. So I'm wasting time with you guys, which means I'm even more unprofessional than usual. Okay, so I wanted to do, I actually think I'm going to pause this so I can get closer because I gotta make my tripod legs shorter for this one. Okay, here we go. I wanted to get as close as possible. Okay, so this is the gilded edges that come with the limited edition. Okay, you know what? Since I did it with the box, I might as well get out. I'm not going to do like a full comparison. I'm not going to put that one in order. But since I have it here. Lo-fi video. Okay. So this is my like other version that I trimmed and edged in pink. Let's find the Fool. just so we can compare those 3 cards. And then we'll move on. Because there really isn't a difference between like the version that you buy now that's like $20 of this deck and the limited edition. The only difference is the gilded edges. Like the quality in the cards is not different at all. What is the Fool going to be the last card? Come on now. Come on now. Where are you, baby? Yes, you're going to be the next to last card. Okay. All right. Squeeze everybody on here. Okay. There you go. So as you can see, there's really the color. There's not really a color difference in these two. This one looks slightly more saturated to me. This is the non-limited edition. This one here that I've cut the borders off of. But it's very, very, very slight, and it might just be like my brain playing tricks on me. Yeah, it probably is. Okay. But I am gonna do a full flip through just because I want to do it for myself. So since I was doing it anyway, I thought I would just press record and do it with you guys. What do you think? So the Chinese knockoff version, as you can see, significantly thinner, which I am okay with. The cardstock on this knockoff deck is fine. It's like playing card quality. Like, yeah, it's gonna get bent up. It's not super high quality, but it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it, except that it's obviously you're not supporting the artist if you buy this deck. So I would encourage you, if you just do decide to do something like this, make sure that you have supported the artist, that you have bought their deck. But as you can see, I don't know if you can see, the finish is not as glossy, which I'm okay with, again. But there's like little scratches. It's hard to tell. I think you can see it. There's little scratches on some of the cards. Forgive my nails, guys. I was trying to grow them out all long and luxurious like they used to be a couple of months ago, but my nails aren't having it. They've been breaking constantly. But as you can see, the major difference here is the color saturation. And obviously, like, for whatever reason, when you get a knockoff deck, oh, it's bent. When you get a knockoff deck, it's smaller. I don't know why. So this is like kind of playing card size. Also, there's like this weird shadow blurring effect at the very top of the image. Do you see that? It's like darker and kind of like blurry, and that seems to be something that's happening at the top of this card as well. It's very slight. It's kind of hard to tell, but the color saturation is definitely not like this gorgeous, like really, really greenish yellow that I fucking love. The colors in this deck I really, really love. So I am disappointed that the color saturation is not great on this knockoff deck. But again, what the hell was I thinking when I did this? Like, basically, I probably will actually use this deck because I'm going to be able to shuffle it, let's be honest. And for me personally, like, shuffling is a big part of my process. I really like to get the energy moving with the cards. It's not really looking as bad on camera, but in person, there's a big difference. The color is not as good on this knockoff deck. I don't know if I'm going to go through like every single card because it's basically the same. throughout. And I felt like I wanted to be really like honest with you guys about this, about the fact that I did this. And I feel like it was, you know, a morally objectionable thing that I did ordering this knockoff deck. But again, I justified it because I did support the artist. I paid for this deck twice, you know. I pre-ordered this like limited edition version of this deck back in like May of last year, and I didn't get it until November. So I am fully in support of Lisa Sterl's work, and I'm not trying to take anything away from her. I just want to be able to shuffle. So that's the next thing here in a second. I'll probably just go through the major arcana. But see, look, like her skirt is just almost khaki colored in this knockoff. Whereas it's gorgeous, gorgeous. It's not terrible though. The colors are definitely not as poppin', but if you don't have, oh, and his wings are kind of more brownish in tone. You see that? I'm leaning on the table. Several of the cards, like this one, I don't know what's going on. It's just all scratched up or something. You might not be able to see it, but I can feel it. So it's definitely not like quality if you're getting a knockoff, obviously. I mean, like, I think people know what they're getting into if they're ordering a knockoff deck. And I don't want to shame anybody that genuinely cannot afford. It's not a huge difference though, honestly. Like, I spent $11 on this, and I'm pretty sure you could get this deck on Amazon right now for 20-25 bucks. I did put the whole thing in order, but I don't really feel like flipping through the entire thing. I mean, you get the idea. I do want to see if I can shuffle it though. Okay. All right. I'm going to shuffle this fake deck. I just want to see how it goes. Yeah. I mean, it's not great cardstock. It's not terrible, you know? It's fine. I can shuffle it. There's a little bit of a variation on the size of the cards. Like, you can kind of, you can kind of see even right now. See how some of those cards are sticking out a little bit? But it doesn't make it so you can't shuffle. So this is going to end up being, like, I just wanted you guys to know. Oh, I didn't compare, like, the card backs. I mean, again, it's just that same thing of, like, color saturation difference. That if you do order a reading from me and you see me using this knockoff deck, that I did pay for the original. See that? Like, looking at the cards by themselves, it looks bad. Doesn't it? Like, doesn't that look bad? Let's see. Let's find the Eight of Wands. Oh, I wanted to look at this one too. Damn it. I should have kept them in order and done the whole thing. Like, the blue of the background is very different. And again, there's that, like, sort of like blurry problem in the very top of the card. It's hard to tell on camera, especially because my camera isn't focusing. Come on, baby. Yeah, it's really hard to tell on camera. I don't think you even can. Okay. Wanted to look at Three of Wands. Oh, you guys, why did I do this? Oh yeah, I wanted to look at Three of Swords too. Now I'm gonna just look at all of them, and I'm gonna have to put them back in order. That one looks particularly crappy. What am I doing? Trying to find Three of Wands. Okay. I wanted to look at that one too. Like the ones that kind of like jump out to me as being terrible, I want to compare. Okay. Let's kind of just flip through and see if there are any other ones that I want to look at closely. Yeah, like what the fuck happened here? I mean, this is a bigger difference. Like her hair doesn't even have gray in it in this knockoff version. This one got like super bleached out. This one's like an egregious example. Like even this is weird. This one's weird. It's almost like it got colored in differently. Like her boots are yellow instead of gray. Her skin tone is yellow instead of tan, and her hair is white. Her hair is the same color as like the collar. I don't understand what they did with the coloring on this one, because the rest of it is just like it's a slight difference and it's not terrible, but this one's awful. Okay, now I'm gonna find the other ones here. Okay, I already looked at that. Four of Wands. Let's find Four of Wands. Got all my stuff mixed up here. What did I do? Okay. This is another particularly egregious example. Her basket is a totally different color. The buildings in the background are not even really blue. They're slightly blue. It's interesting to me, like, why are some of these just awful? So it's definitely not worth it necessarily. Let's find Three of Swords. To get the knockoff, not that you guys, I'm sure none of you have. Oh my god, look at that. Yeah, it's not great. I don't really have anything to say except I kind of regret doing this, but I don't know. It's just, I guess I'm gonna have to like see how it settles, see how I feel about using it. Oh, see the blue in her skirt. Like I wasn't able to articulate when I first flipped through it, when I took it out of the package. Like, why does this look so bad? But it's because the sky is not the right color. Her dress is shining through a blue color, and her skin. Look at that. You can see that this is sheer fabric here, and you can see her skin tone through the fabric. But you can't see that here, but you can still see the reflection of her boots, so it just looks wrong. It just looked wrong to me before I even could articulate what it was that was wrong besides the color saturation. It's like it was colored again. don't know. I don't know how knockoff decks work, you guys. Okay, and I wanted to look at this one. And you have the, like, another, I bet every character in the knockoff with gray hair just has white hair. It's like they didn't even bother. And her skin tone, again, is like they didn't even color it in. And the black women in this deck are kind of like, it's probably unintentional, but they look whitewashed, you know? Okay, so now I want to compare other darker skinned people. Forgive me while I flip through this fucking deck that I had to shuffle. God, I suck. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh yeah, I wanted to look at that one. Okay. Okay, I'm going to pause and I'm going to find more examples to show you. You guys don't have to sit through this. Okay. I'm not really seeing any other egregious examples of, like, I looked through at, like, the darker skinned people in the deck and compared, and that isn't really, like, happening where the skin tone is super washed out with the other ones. I'm just showing you some of the comparisons that I just found. Again, most of these are just washed out looking, you know, is the issue. Whereas those ones that we just looked at a second ago have, like, serious colors with the color, serious problems with the colorization. But most every single card is just washed out, is the problem. And the skin tones aren't overly washed out on most of the cards. Okay. So, I'm not sure how I feel, you guys. I mean, I know I don't really like it that much. I've been waiting for this for 2.5 months. So I kind of, like, have thought to myself, you know, I kept saying to myself, like, as long as the color, the image reproduction is, like, I would give it a 7 out of 10 and I can shuffle it, I'll probably use it. That's what I've been saying since the beginning. But I don't know that I would give the image reproduction a 7 out of 10. You know, when I'm looking at these, I'm missing the bright, gorgeous, saturated colors, the warm tones. And of course, those few cards that are just, like, totally off are gonna just bug me. Like that Queen of Swords, these, like, what's up with these, like, few, just, like, I guess it's just 4, like, super washed out. 5, 6 super washed out, terrible reproductions. I mean, that's egregious. That's just bad. That's just really bad to me. And the line work even is weird. Something happened with these. I don't understand it. Anyway, so that's, you know, your, hey, don't do what I did cautionary tale. This is Modern Witch Knockoff, a cautionary tale. But I mean, if you want a playing card size that you can shuffle and you don't care that it looks shitty, make sure you at least buy one of the real decks if you're gonna do this. That's my thought process anyway. But yeah, some of them are just rah. They're just bad, okay? Alright, sorry. This is like the most boring video of all time. Thank you guys for watching. You're the best.